Let's watch this Ashfield movie while we talk about XLM Stellar. Why do I not have any? I'm not going to buy anything else. David Schwartz will also share some thoughts, and Gatry will tell us some shocking facts about Elon Musk. Everything is ready for XRP. That's interesting because we have news on the same day that the SEC sues Ripple. Will the SEC appeal or won't they? This show is very important because it talks about an appeal and has 2 lawyers on it. Next week, we'll send the silver rings for the XRP credit card skin. The XRP credit card skins will be sent out next week. After next week, you won't see this again. The credit card skin will come with the silver ones by default. Okay, I'll tell you something. This item, along with the other things we had, will never be sold again. Let's start right away. First, let me talk about why I don't have any XLM stars. Let's hear David says that there is a good chance that Stellar is an example of this because it uses the same XRP ledger code but adds a processor. The transformer made a mistake that let it make new digital money so that it could join 2 accounts. As you might guess, Stellar was pretty much a copy. I chose not to make a longer film for this. The only thing I'm going to say is that Jed Michael did not want to start Stellar. Okay, he was kicked out of Ripple. Would he copy a nice business? It's important for me to know what people mean when they say Stellar and Ripple are similar. When someone holds something for you, they say things like it's incomparable and you wonder if it's wrong that I'm saving it for myself. I'm not sure, to be honest. In other words, I looked into Jet Tim B, found that he is working on a lot of different projects. But Ripple and its digital asset XRP have been part of the same environment since the beginning, so it's not possible to compare them in terms of size. The 2 are not even remotely similar, and as David said, Stellar has been taken. Someone has taken the XRP ledger code, but let's talk about Elon Musk next. We'll talk about the appeals process, which is pretty much a yes or no question. Musk today, Elon tweeted this picture. People know the patriotic poem, "Don't Let Trump Cheat." In our group, geometry is a real thing, and I'm going to give you a short explanation. We know you have to listen to it in 2024, but I've already done it. All of this is true, and if you don't agree, all I can say is, wow. There is no doubt that the media, banks, land, religions, hidden societies, and resources are all controlled by a small group of wealthy people. They don't care about us, they see us as goods that can be taxed and branded. Also, do you know about milk dry? We're almost out of milk. We know the media is in charge, but it feels like a hamster wheel at work. In this case, Mark Zuckerberg told the public that he felt pushed to do things and that someone had to make him. He didn't want to do this, but the proof we're going to give her can't be argued with. They have been in charge since before Babylonia, and probably for a lot longer. They set up fake governments around the world to speak for them instead of regular people like us. It would be better if more people understood this faster. We're going to take a break, and you know what a great way to put in Biden? It looks like some people think we're crazy. It looks like the sound wave has caught us. See what everyone thinks will happen on The Simpsons. This is becoming clear to some, which makes me very happy. Many people have a better idea of how the world works now that CV-19 is over. It's the biggest Ponzi scheme ever. Elite Kabbalists are crazy about traditions and numbers. They learned about the Kabbalah, which is where Kabul comes from, and they know Gatria very well. It's run by 5 or 6 companies, which also code all the news and sports in Gatria. Next, there's this funny picture that says Elon Musk won't let Trump cheat. To do that, we put it into the geometry calculator and press commit. Gatria let us go to the end of the page. You are going to see XRP. The scene is all set, and wake up if this doesn't end soon. In a year, say. It's amazing how much more has been going on behind the scenes this year, but when this case is over, it will shock the whole cryptocurrency ecosystem because it's the longest running case ever about defining cryptocurrency. And they're doing a great job with the onboarding of institutions to come. Can't you see this? What do you not see about how amazing and well-suited this is? Before we watch the movie, the lawyer and Jeremy Hogan's made up guesses about what will happen talk about how the world and the government are both like big Ponzi schemes. Please understand that this is it. The truth is a lot like what I just read. I just told you that the media is owned by 5 or 6 companies like Coke, Pepsi, 7-Up, and Sprite. Then there are all these other names that aren't brands. The fact that store shelves are full of different versions of the same healthy foods makes me think we've all been brainwashed. But it's not like we've been seriously brainwashed, which is kind of scary. Let's start a talk about this before we go any further. Do you want to argue or not? You can watch MetaMan Law's video here. I have to say that I think the chances of an appeal will go up a little. They would just say no, go ahead with their plans, and pay us back. I think this case is over, but he thinks the SEC will file an appeal. I don't think folks will be interested in them. This is what Jeremy Hogan said about the time he spent guessing. Since the SEC hasn't said for sure whether it will file an appeal yet, why not? Check out the example of an appeal notice. Below is a one-page paper that you can make in just 15 minutes. If you already want to appeal, you have 75 days to send in the real brief. You don't have to wait to file. Giving notice, especially if you believe there is bad case authority, and so on. If I understand him correctly, he's saying there should be no appeal. This is what a plea for a one-pager would look like. Basically, it can be summed up in one word, which is what I've been saying over and over again since the news broke on our first video. Please let me know what you think and feel. It doesn't seem likely that Ripple or the SEC will file an appeal. Should I challenge or not? Tell me in the comments below. You decide, ladies and gents. Get ready in your mind and stay in line. Okay, everyone, stay calm. Things are about to get very rough, including some very bad political unrest. The trip is almost over. Amazing things are about to happen right in front of our eyes. People will really want to savor and look forward to that moment. That being said, I want to thank everyone for remembering that credit card skins will never come back. I promise that they won't come back after this is over,